Nanotechnology in the MCU is becoming way too common and way too overused in my opinion. I recently watched a video on YouTube about nanotechnology in the MCU, and I won't lie, I agreed pretty much on everything this person said. Now, before we get into my thoughts on the video and what I think about nanotechnology in the MCU, please make sure to like the video and subscribe and comment down your thoughts on nanotechnology in the MCU. And enough yapping, let's get into it. So basically, in this video, this person was basically saying that the MCU is overusing nanotechnology and is basically using nanotechnology to be less practical and just being overall more lazy with the suit ups and stuff like that. And just overall making it easier for themselves to just CGI everything pretty much. And I can't lie, I do agree. I do miss the times where every single suit was pretty much practical. Like you actually had to take it off, put it on, stuff like that. Now it seems like anyone and everyone can just get their hands on it, touch a button, and boom, a full suit comes on. Now to me, the two main people in the MCU that should have this technology is obviously Tony Stark and T'Challa. Iron Man and Black Panther, in my opinion, they should be the main two people that have nanotech suits. Because, well, Tony Stark is incredibly smart and very tech savvy, and I mean, he's always improving his suits. Because in every movie, whenever a mistake happens with his suit, he literally proves it the next time. And well, T'Challa, he literally has tons of vibranium. And well, and Wakanda is very tech focused, like their tech is incredible. So it's no surprise they have a nanotech suit, of course. But the fact that people like the new Captain America and Ant-Man have nanotech helmets and all that does make it a bit lazy in my opinion. Because Sam Wilson Captain America's helmet, to me it looks so cool, but the fact it just integrates and disintegrates on his head, to me it would have looked way more cool, and it would have looked much better if it was actually a practical helmet. In my opinion, Sam Wilson would look really cool with an actual helmet. And same thing with Ant-Man. In the previous movies, whenever he wanted to talk or show his face, the faceplate would literally pop out, but his helmet would still be there. To me, that gave it much more effect, if that makes sense. Like, what I'm basically trying to say is, the physical and actual practical suits and helmets made each movie's like storytelling and the overall scene much more impactful and a lot more cooler. For example, all of Iron Man's suit-up scenes were absolutely incredible before his nanotech. We can all agree on this. And I'm glad that Ironheart is recently bringing back the old suit-up scenes, where each piece of the suit actually comes to you, if you get what I mean. But yeah. And same thing with Black Panther. Although the nanotech suit, really cool, very functional, but the scenes where he literally took off his helmet to reveal who he was underneath the Black Panther suit, that scene was so cool and so impactful. Same thing when he confronted Zemo at the end of Civil War, where he just laid his helmet down onto the snow. That shot right there was so cool. That shot right there was so clean. Like, I'm not sure if you get what I mean, but the physical helmets and all that was so cool. And the actual suit-up scenes, like with Spider-Man, I know he got his suit from Iron Man, so it makes sense he would have nanotech. But I feel like Spider-Man, his mask and his suit should all be practical. Like, whenever he's taken off his mask or leaves his mask half open, like, these are iconic Spider-Man scenes. And I do remember in Homecoming that he did put on his suit during an alley, and that right there, that is what Spider-Man should be doing most of the time, in my opinion. Like, he should be suiting up very secretly in a quiet place, not just tap a button and boom. Do you get what I mean? But yeah. Although the nanotech suit-ups do look really cool, but to me, just sometimes it looks a bit lazy, if that makes sense, but yeah. And I know I said the nanotech suits do make sense for people like Tony Stark and Black Panther, but for a suit to just magically appear on you, I will say it also does suit other characters such as Thor, Loki, and Hela. Like, these are godly beings, so it does make sense also for them to have a suit just magically appear. Same with Moon Knight actually, that just reminded me, Moon Knight, oh my days, that suit up scene was so cool. And his makes sense, even though it's not that practical and physical, it does make sense. Like, those wraps are literally from an Egyptian god. So that does also make sense, but yeah. I just hope that in future MCU movies, they don't rely as much on nanotech suit-ups, if you get what I mean. Because in my opinion, suit up scenes, like when the actual heroes prepare for like a big fight or whatever, in my opinion, those suit up scenes are one of the best scenes of all time, in my opinion. But yeah, I would also like to add, I know it's nanotech suits, like they do repair after some big impact or damage. But I love when suits get battle damaged, if you get what I mean. I know Tony Stark did have battle damage against Thanos, but I feel like that was the last time we ever saw a nanotech suit ever get damaged. And that was just to show how strong Thanos was. But still, like when suits get damaged and the heroes need to come up with a new way to fight or get a new suit or whatever, those are so cool in my opinion. Those scenes and the whole concept of it is so cool. And I do think a lot of people would agree with me on this. But yeah, I will also say, not every single smart person or very tech savvy people need to have nanotech suits, just like Tony Stark. Because I haven't seen the new Fantastic Four movie, so I might be wrong. But from looking at the trailers, the Fantastic Four, their suits look very practical and very physical. Even though they literally have Reed Richards, who has made flying cars and is trying to work out how to travel the universe. Like, if he can do that, he can definitely make a nanotech suit. However, I'm glad the Fantastic Four do not have nanotech suits. But yeah, I thought I'd just make this quick video on my thoughts on the nanotech suit situation and just give my overall opinions and thoughts on it. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and again, let me know your thoughts on nanotech suits in the comments below. And yeah, have yourselves a great day. See ya.